on this morning to say something very briefly to you because I was encouraged by another news creator, right? I heard this creator say, you have to think in a more positive way because the news that we put out, generally it's something that, we go out there, we put the news out there in hopes that people will go out there and view it and stay informed. I wanted to share with you this morning in thinking about what she said was start thinking different. Start thinking different. All of those negative thoughts, get rid of them. Think on positive things. Start speaking positive things over yourself, positive words. Stop saying I'm going to try and do it and just go on and do it. You have to begin to think differently because if you don't, you are repetitive in whatever it is that you make that choice to do. The reason I'm going to share with you this morning because I tell you, I come on and do inspiration and encouragement, but I also listen to other people who inspire and encourage me. No one person has all the answers. That's why we all need to switch our mindsets and turn off all this negative stuff and start feeding things into our mind and get in that mindset that I'm going to think more positively. I'm going to believe more in myself. I know I can do this. I know what I stand for. I know what my mind and my thoughts every day tell me. Here's my thing. God is so amazing. He's been very amazing in my life. Nobody knows my story. Just like nobody knows your story and where God brought you from and what he brought you out of, what he brought you through. So when people start sitting back and criticizing you, and I can tell you, and most of y'all know already, there are some people that can say the most ugliest things on this app. And you don't even know them, will not even meet them a day in your life. But they will fight you behind this technology because they're on the other side of it. You don't know who's behind these keys. All you know is that you know who you are. So that's why I say to you this morning, change your mindset. Don't let people drag you over into their negative mindset because if so, I'm telling you, they will swallow you up. I listening to the lady on this morning and another lady on last night that I was listening to on my way home from work. And they both were saying, what you do is what you do. Don't ever let nobody else control that. And that is a fact. Don't let anyone else control what it is that you are doing. That's why you're doing what you're doing. You're doing it with a purpose. You're doing it because God gave you that assignment. Listen to me closely. God gave you your assignments. Don't let someone else cause you to fail the test. Listen to me. This is so serious because I'm going to be honest with you. What that message this person had sent to me, I don't know the person, but that was so ugly. To try to demean someone in a manner that you don't even know. And it kind of got next to me for a moment. And then I said to myself, Electra, why are you doing what you do? You're not doing it for somebody else's gratification. See, we got to speak over ourselves. You're not doing this for somebody else's gratification. You are doing this that the Lord may be pleased with what you are doing. God has to be pleased with what you are doing. When God gives you insight, when God gives you assignments, I'm telling you, do not sit up and allow other people to make you fail the test. Walk in faith. Walk in your strength. You're amazing. You are unique. God didn't make, even twins, there's something different about every twin. It's something that you can distinguish them, whether it's their voices, their laugh, the way they mannerism. Even though they're twins, God still set you aside to do something in a unique way. He made you a unique person. And let me tell you something. I don't care what people get on this app and try to make themselves look like they're untouchable. Let me tell you something. Everybody is touchable. Yes, you are. But you know what? Even though things touch you, God protects you. He will not allow the enemy to take you down. I am telling you, God will not allow the enemy to take you down. You know why? Because you are precious to him. You are precious to God. You mean so much to him. That's why he keeps giving you another day, giving you another chance, giving you more outlook. Because he don't care what them people say. You know why? He already knew that they was going to say it when he put you out here on this assignment. And everybody's assignments are different. But guess what? Every tool that you need to get through, to carry that thing out, God already gave it to you. He gave it to you. He put it in you. And I'm saying to you, confessing is the best way when you can let go of what somebody done and know that, but you might have done that to me, but God delivered me. God sustained me. God covered me. And long time ago, he gave his only son for me. So you are nothing compared to what God is in my life. God said, I already knew they was going to do that. I already knew they was going to say those ugly things. That's why I gave you a strong heart. That's why I gave you tenacity. That's why I gave you integrity. That's why I gave you the personality that I placed on the inside of you. That's why I built you in the manner that I built you. I gave you a foundation. God is amazing, y'all. He's so amazing. And you know what? Because he's so amazing and he's so awesome, so are you. So are you. Yes, I have vision problems, but as we get older, we that's what happens. But you know what? I still rise up and do what God has told me to do. Because as long as I can still get around and do those things, I'm going to carry out his purpose for my life. I encourage you to do the same thing. You are bigger than your critics. You are better than your critics. You are wiser than your critics. You are so precious to God. Let me tell you something. Somebody's always going to find something wrong with what you do. There's always going to be someone out there ready to find the negative that's out of things that's meant for positive. Example. Facebook was designed originally for college students so that they could stay connected with their families. But it grew, right? And then people started putting all kinds of stuff on there. So people left Facebook. Then people went to Instagram, and then people started just using, things that were meant for the good. People will find a way to try and destroy it. Now they're on TikTok trying to destroy people. Why do I use this social media example? Because this is where many people are getting information from. This is where many people are staying connected. So your enemies come along and try to destroy you, and they don't even know you. They don't even know you. They just create a you. So I'm saying on this morning, I encourage you. Encourage yourself to start thinking differently. If you are in that mindset of because somebody else said something to you, or because somebody else did something to you that wasn't pleasing to you, keep moving. Keep moving. Because at the end of the day, those individuals do not get the opportunity to make you fail the test that God has set before you. You're going to pass that test. You are going to pass that test. Understand, life brings many tests, but don't you let nobody else make you fail it, because you're bigger than that. You are so much bigger than that. So whatever your journey is, I say to you this morning, keep going. Start thinking different. Start doing things different. When I worked at the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and we had a training, I'm going to say this scenario, and then I'm going to get off here. We had a training about not even going home the same way every day. Not even taking lunch the same time every day. You know why? Because you don't want people to get your pattern down. These apps, they get your pattern down. And they say, oh, I know she's going to come on at 5 o'clock. Let me get ready to go and get out there and try to say the most ugliest thing that I can. And I'm not saying it's just me. They do it to other people too. Whether it's on TikTok or on Facebook or on Instagram, you know your critics. They spend more time following you than they could be taking out time to better themselves. And if the government can have special trainings on mindset, I know I was in those trainings to tell you, you have to think different. You have to do things different. Don't you know that every message that is sent to you by whoever it is, that God is letting you know, I don't want you to just keep doing the same old thing. Do some different things. I put so much on the inside of you. Switch to that I've given you. I say to you all this morning, be strong, remain wise, and keep growing. You know why? Critics don't die. They just multiply. But everybody needs some dirt thrown on them to grow. So when they throw that dirt on you, guess what? Start thinking different. Do something different. Because you know why? You're going to make it. Simply because they said you weren't. But you're going to pass that test. You're going to pass every test that God put on the inside of you. You know why? Because he already knew about it. And he never, let me tell you this, he never says to you if he didn't think that he could trust you with it. All right? Y'all have a good morning.